Hello, I'm Bob Schieffer, and welcome to the CBS Evening News Online edition. Just ahead, a CBS News exclusive, David Martin has learned that U.S. troop levels in Iraq will be increased to deal with the worsening situation. Also, President Bush talks about the news story that brought him to tears. And I'll be talking with Mike Wallace, who after 38 years at 60 Minutes has announced his retirement. It's all starting now on the CBS Evening News Online edition. Well, it's another day of grisly discovery in Iraq, the kind of day that is happening with increasing frequency since the bombing of the Shiite shrine late last month. Today, at least 87 more bodies were found, among them 29 dug up at a children's soccer field, 15 more left bound and gagged in a pickup truck. Some had been strangled, others executed by gunshot. Our national security correspondent, David Martin, reports tonight that the steadily worsening situation has caused a change in the deployment of U.S. military forces. David is here now with his exclusive report. David?
Bob, this was supposed to be the month when the American commander in Iraq made a recommendation to pull more troops out of the country. Instead, Pentagon officials tell CBS News more troops are being sent in.
With 133,000 American troops already in Iraq, an armored battalion of about 700 soldiers kept on standby in Kuwait is beginning to move north toward Baghdad. U.S. officials say General George Casey asked for more troops because of a convergence of events and danger surrounding the third anniversary of the American invasion. On Thursday, the Iraqi parliament convenes in an attempt to form a new government, which the top American commander for the Middle East says is critical to stopping the spread of sectarian violence into civil war.
One of the most important things that needs to happen is an Iraqi government of national unity to emerge there. That'll help.
And Sunday marks the beginning of a Shiite pilgrimage which will bring thousands of believers to the holy city of Karbala, and with them the potential for violence on an even larger scale. In the last 24 hours, at least 87 bodies slain execution style have been found in Baghdad. And Iraq's Interior Ministry has announced it will once again ban private vehicles from Baghdad in an effort to hold down the violence.
Pentagon officials say they expect the extra troops to remain in Iraq about a month. So it's a small increase and it's supposed to be temporary. But putting troops in instead of taking them out does not look or sound like progress, Bob.
Well, David, do you think we're going to see more troops sent in? Is this the first, or will it be the only one?
I think it depends entirely on whether the Iraqis are successful or unsuccessful in forming this new national government.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Dave. I cannot remember a story that captured the nation's heart the way that Steve Hartman's story of Jason McElwain did. Jason is that autistic kid who was sent into the game in Rochester, New York, and scored all those baskets. Since then, he's been besieged with movie offers and who knows what all. And today, he got a special visit. And Steve got a special wish. He became White House correspondent for a day.
It's been a month now since Greece Athena High School coach Jim Johnson stood up and pointed to his autistic team manager, Jason McElwain. And yet everyone's still talking about it. And I mean everyone.
It's a dream come true to meet the United States president.
That's right. Meet the president.
This is my first time in the press pool.
Because I was the lucky guy who got to tell Jason's story in the first place, the White House gave me primo access.
Put me in the front row.
Access to a moment almost as sweet as the game itself. The autistic team manager, arm in arm with the President of the United States.
This is amazing.
The president had come to upstate New York to talk Medicare, but he made Jason his first order of business.
As you can see, a special person has greeted me at the airport. Jason, mind if I call you J-Mac?
Yeah.
A country was captivated by an amazing story on the basketball court.
In case you were on the moon and missed it, Jason brought the house down, scoring 6 3-pointers in rapid-fire succession. The last shot, a bomb at the buzzer that completely emptied the bleachers.
You probably didn't realize the impact you were going to have on people all across America and around the world.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Mr.
Thank
President,
you all.
how did you hear about the story and
Saw it
what
on
was your
TV.
reaction?
Saw it on TV and I wept. Just like a lot of other people did. It's It's just one of those stories that touched a lot of people's heart.
And with that, the manager told the president it was an honor to meet you, to which the president told the manager, no, my honor. Steve Hartman, CBS News, Rochester.
Finally tonight, it was once said that the four most dreaded words in the English language are, Mike Wallace is here. Well, we here at CBS heard four words today that we were dreading. Mike Wallace is retiring. So, Mike Wallace, why did you decide to retire?
It was time.
For 38 years, he kept 60 Minutes ticking. He knew how to track down the toughest interviews, maybe even held the patent. But the important thing was, when his subject stopped running, he knew the right question to ask to make news. In 1979, he scored a coup, the first American reporter to corner Iranian Ayatollah Khomeini after the U.S. hostages were seized in Iran. As always, he dared to ask what no one else would.
So I said, forgive me, Imam, but Anwar Sadat says...
Forgive me, his words, not mine. A lunatic. I know that you have heard that comment.
And know one thing about Mike Wallace, he was every bit as tough as the questions he asked. Just ask the guy who was supposed to be his boss, 60 Minutes creator Don Hewitt. Could you manage Mike Wallace?
No, nobody could manage Mike Wallace. But you didn't want to manage Mike Wallace. You know, it's like a racehorse. You don't want to hold him back. He's great. He had all the right instincts.
He interviewed them all, presidents, movie stars, and whistleblowers. But his favorite might surprise you.
I really loved interviewing Vladimir Horowitz. I mean, the greatest pianist of that century. I was in awe. I mean, come on. And I said, oh, maestro. Mike Wallace, I watch you every Sunday night. Can you imagine with Horowitz?
When I think about Mike, out in center field at Yankee Stadium, they've got plaques to all the great Yankees. Three names stand out: Babe Ruth, Lou Gehrig, and Joe DiMaggio. If they put a plaque up here at CBS, three names would stand out: Edward R. Murrow, Walter Cronkite, and Mike Wallace.
To go around the world, to talk to almost anybody you want to talk to have enough time on the air so that you could really tell a full story. What a voyage of discovery it was.
More stories are just a click away, but don't forget to join me on television for the on-air edition of the CBS Evening News. On Wednesday's broadcast, we'll show you why a national craze spawned by the NCAA basketball tournament may be costing American businesses billions. For CBSNews.com, I'm Bob Schieffer.